All right, here we go. Let's look at official time first, because that's just like we say it in English. So when you see this here, it is 14 hours and 5 minutes, right? So 14:05 Uhr. The colon represents the word Uhr, and it goes in between the two numbers. So 14:05 Uhr. If you look at this one, 30 minutes after 20 hours, right? So we say 20:30 Uhr. 20:30 Uhr. Look at this one. 15:11. 15:11 Uhr. 15:11 Uhr. Yeah? Remember your numbers? Make sure when you say the official time that the word Uhr goes in between. It's very important, and make sure you spell it correctly too. All right, now let's look at colloquial times. Germans have all kinds of ways of saying colloquial times. When you use colloquial times, you do not use the military numbers. You use only the numbers from 1 to 12. So 14:05 would be 5 minutes after 2, right? 5 minutes after 2. How do we say that in German? 5 Minuten nach 2. We can say 5 Minuten nach 2 Uhr if you want to, but we can leave Uhr off here. The important word is nach. 6:25. Now it's 25 minutes after 6, right? 25 Minuten nach 6. 25 Minuten nach 6. 3:55. Now, what is that? That's 5 minutes before 3, right? I mean, 5 minutes before 4, sorry. So we would say 5 Minuten vor 4. We use the word vor, before. So 5 minutes before 4. 5 Minuten vor 4. And again, we can say Uhr if we want to, but we don't have to. How about 2:36? So 2:36, we are looking towards the next hour, which is 3, right? So there are 24 minutes left in the hour. So we say 24 Minuten vor 3. 24 Minuten vor 3. Here you may have to look at your watch and count the minutes if you are not quite sure how many minutes are left. Now look at this one. This one puzzles a lot of people here, because here we use quarters, halves, and 3/4. Now the number 15 represents Viertel. It's 15 minutes, so it's Viertel. The 30 represents halb. It's half of the whole. The 45 represents 45 minutes. Okay, now let's see, how do Germans say to 15? They use Viertel nach 2. Or they can say Viertel and not use nach and go to the next hour. Viertel 3. So it's 15 minutes into the hour of 3. So you can either say Viertel nach 2 or Viertel 3. Go to the next hour. 2:30, that's easy. It's half. It's always half, and it goes to the next hour. So you see, halb 3. Halfway into the hour of 3, halb 3. 2:45, now the 45 represents 3/4, right? So we can either go to the next hour, say 3/4 into the next hour, which is 3, 3/4, 3. Or we can make it easier and say it's 2:45. We can say that too. We can say Viertel vor 3. So you see, you have all kinds of options about telling time in German. Now, I want you to make sure that you study this very carefully, because your test will have quite a few of these time expressions which you have to know. And you also have to spell the numbers out, not just write them like I did here. Okay? That's it so far. No, one more thing. When we ask about time, the question word is wie viel Uhr ist es oder wie spät ist es, right? But when we know when an event takes place and we say wann, when is it taking place? And the response would be 3 Uhr. And means at. So when you tell somebody that you're meeting them at a certain time, you would say, oh, ich treffe dich 3 Uhr. Wir essen im Restaurant 8 Uhr. Something like that. Okay, and that's enough of saying time.